Okay, so first of all, I'd like to apologize for the lack of audio.
Yo, user one.
There's always something bad going on.
User one.
Yeah, I know there was no audio.
Oh, okay.
Yes, thank you for coming and
No
telling
problem.
me. Yeah. Okay.
No problem.
Okay, guys, let's restart this. Okay, here we go. Welcome everybody to User One Talks. The last 8 minutes, nothing happened. Okay. I just realized that without context, me just swinging a hammer around probably not a good look on me. So this hammer is supposed to represent a javelin. Okay, we are today. The topic, you might have seen it because I couldn't talk, but I did show it. We're talking about acquiring physical evidence. Should you require physical evidence in a roleplay server? I mean, it's a game. It's just a video game, right? So if you want to discuss this, there's a link to the Discord in the description. Okay, and you can join. Let me just quickly show you guys. I just need to get everything set up. I went through all kinds of stuff. I even adjusted the brightness of the camera, and of course I forget the most rudimentary things, such as making sure I'm not muted. All right, let me just check real quick. Okay, so okay. So again, as you know, I run this little community called Roleplay Union. Here we go, and if you go to Roleplay Union, which you can by joining the link in the description, this is how you get verified. And you need to get verified because we can't just let anybody in, because you've seen what people do. But even if with this verification, we try to get as many people as possible. So all you need to do is prove that you were a part of a hardcore roleplay community at any point. And hardcore roleplay refers to any community that had an application requiring to join. So there you go. And also, I always find it funny. Okay, I just want to address this. I always find it funny when people say, "Why are you taking this video game so seriously?" Yeah, it is technically a video game, but you apply to this video game, okay? You apply to this very specific hardcore roleplay community, and now you're like, why are you taking this hardcore roleplay community seriously? I don't, because it's a hardcore roleplay community, because people spend thousands of hours playing here, hoping that they will get equal treatment, hoping that they can develop characters, hoping that they can play the game as intended, as the rules say, and just be able to play without getting told off by, arbitrary rules or some other nonsense. People just want to play the game. Okay? But we can't. We can't play the game because the rules are arbitrary, because people who have power over other people and are not held accountable, and there's no system to hold them accountable, guess what's gonna happen? They're not gonna care. That's what I've found in my experience, in the hours I've spent talking to people through user one talks. People don't care, and when they are not held accountable. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna hold them accountable. Okay, but no. Today I want to discuss the topic specifically requiring physical evidence. Should or should you not require physical evidence in roleplay servers? Even in the roleplay. So imagine this, okay? Right? You're roleplaying in a society, okay? We live in a society. And our society has a justice system. And roleplay servers have a justice systems. They have courts. Red County Roleplay has courts. Los Santos Roleplay has courts. All roleplay servers have some form of courts. I've had terrible experience in Los Santos Roleplay courts, to be honest, but Red County Roleplay, I tried it recently. I tried Red County Roleplay courts for the first time recently with trying to appeal a traffic ticket. Okay? So I went through the process, and I'm gonna make a full video about this later on, because it's actually pretty interesting. Now, I know it sounds boring as hell. But the incompetence that comes along the way, it's hilarious to look at. It's hilarious to examine. There's so much you can learn from it, it's just amazing. It's just amazing how they treat people, basically, and how very obvious that, you know, there's a favoritism. And I'm not saying this about the justice system, but there's like this this implied elitism among law enforcement in out of character. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is cops, people who roleplay cops, not real cops, not real cops, people who roleplay, they might be real cops, okay, fair enough, but people who roleplay cops think that on an out of character basis they are somehow superior. Or at least some of them think that they are somehow superior to people who don't roleplay cops. And they act that way in out of character. And I'm going to show that to you today. Some of them, okay? This is the thing I'm going to emphasize. Not all of them act like this. I know a lot of competent people who roleplay police officers. I also know people who are actual real police officers who also roleplay real police officers. And it's great. I've actually roleplayed a police officer myself. As you know, I'm passionate about police roleplay. So this is very relevant to me. And it sickens me. It sickens me when people act superior to one another in out of character, as if we're not in the same boat, as if we're not playing a roleplay game, as if we're not all nerds who just like to play a goddamn game. I don't get it. I don't get it myself. But that's what we want to talk about. Should you require physical evidence in character? And if you want to talk to me, again, go to the interview room. Let me show you. Let me just show it again. If you go to the Discord, this is how you get verified on the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description at the top. And then you can go down, and there's the interview room right here, and up above it is waiting for interview. So right now I opened it up, so you can go ahead and join, and we can discuss it. But before we do that, before we do all that, I want to show you what the hell I'm talking about. Because I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I'm sure you're like, what the hell is going on? What's gameplay? Where's the little sub? What's the county roleplay? Listen, this is important, okay? This is very important. If you care about roleplay, if you care about characters, if you care about diversity, if you care about just playing a goddamn game, okay? So let's talk about this, okay? Because if you are a legal roleplayer, like mostly legal or even somewhat legal, even if you're a criminal, even if you're roleplaying a criminal, this is important for you because this is where you hold cops accountable, okay? This is where you hold cops accountable. So, okay, let me just show you the video. Now, unfortunately, I do not have the video of what happened seconds prior to that, but I do have the video of the stop itself. So, and I sped it up a little bit because roleplay usually is a little tedious, and you know, because people type, they keep typing, and you know, I type at 80 words per minute, and you know, TypeRacer.net considers that to be type master. I'm not even joking. Hold on. You know what? I know you guys are gonna call bullshit on this. Let me just look. Let me just do this, okay? TypeRacer.net. Because it's .com. I'm an idiot. It's .com. Okay. So because I know people are gonna call me out on anything, I'm just gonna do one test to show you that I have at least 80 words per minute. Okay? No pressure. 80 words per minute is not that fast. Okay? But it is still faster than like an average speed, and it doesn't make me. Jesus. Never mind. See, when I'm under pressure. Okay, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. That one doesn't count, okay? I just did that for the meme, so it says 69. I'm gonna do one more, okay? Also, that thing blocked my view, okay? I have a lot of excuses for any single situation in real life, okay? Okay, let me just do this right, okay? Okay, I'll focus this time. My typing speed is not, like, super fast. Okay. Yeah, this is terrible. I stopped typing so many scripts. Okay, I should just stop making excuses. This is just terrible. I swear I usually have like 80. I need to practice more. Okay. Okay, no mind, I don't have an 80. This is probably why people call you out, because you're always Yeah, I feel terrible. Okay. Okay, 72. See, it still says Type Master. It's not visible because my camera's in the way. Look. Still says Type Master. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom in real quick. Okay, let me zoom in. It still considers a 71 watts per minute speed a Type Master. Okay? And again, the point I was trying to make is not that I'm fast. No. Is that people, on average, are slower than that. Okay? So it takes a long time to roleplay because in a text-based kind of setting. Okay, I'm not saying I'm fast at all. No. In fact, I'm pretty slow. But let me show you the video. It's sped up 4 times. That's the only editing I did. Okay? And the reason I'm bringing it up is because he brought up that I edited the video. The only thing I did is sped it up. But okay, sure. Because I value precious time, okay? I try to do things that I think make sense at this point. Or at least, and I think it makes sense to follow things you're passionate about. Anyway, so yeah. Basically, in the past week, I've been trying to appeal a traffic ticket on behalf of my character, Michelle Jefferson. Or I guess my character was trying to appeal a traffic ticket. But it kind of did go out of character at one point. It kind of did. And I want to go over why it went out of character. I think it's kind of funny, and I think it's pretty interesting to talk about. So first of all, let me show you the actual stop that took place, because you might look at it and go, oh, there's no reason to be upset, nothing happened. But yeah, I think it's interesting. So I didn't show this initially, because there's no reason for me to show it initially. It's just the recording of a stop. It doesn't show any infraction or lack of infraction of what happened during the situation. I don't have the actual footage of the situation I was recording at the time. But let me show you the actual situation, okay? Not the actual situation, but the aftermath of the situation. So Michelle gets pulled over, right? And yeah, you know, she's gonna act smug. She's gonna act because she thinks she didn't fail to stop at the stop sign. She says she doesn't fail. Out of character wise, I'm not gonna make any comments. I'm not even gonna make any comments out of character wise. I'm just gonna look at this as purely in character wise perspective. So imagine I experienced this. I wanna put you in my shoes. So all I wanted to do is appeal a traffic ticket. Okay, this happened on the 3rd of January, which at this point is 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I still am appealing it. We're still waiting on the verdict for a judge. I'm pretty sure I submitted I opened the court case on the same day that this happened. So let me go over this. So, Officer Veronese here. So, notice how Michelle is acting here. So, first she asks for the reason for the stop, okay? And she gives him a license, because believe it or not, there's a lot of people that think you don't need a license to drive. There are actually laws that say you do need a license to drive, and it does make sense. So no judge is gonna let you get off scot-free after not bringing up your license. I think you're taking it too far there, but yeah, you pulled up because you didn't stop at the stop sign twice. That's what he says during the traffic stop. Also keep mind of that, because his testimony at one point gets kind of skewed there. And I know this sounds like literally weird that I'm so obsessed over this, but this shows an underlying issue. Like this particular traffic stop, like I don't care for $500. Michelle spent more than that just like making ads trying to find a judge to consult with or a lawyer to consult with. It's not about the money. It's about the principle that if we don't hold people who have authority over us accountable for when they for what they do, then they're not gonna care. They're gonna do whatever they want. So I'm not saying, out of character wise, that Cristiano Veronese, maliciously went after Michelle, but he could have made a mistake. And the point is, he does not have physical evidence that Michelle did anything out of character wise, but he says his character has physical evidence. He says his character has dashcam footage. And this is the core of the issue. Okay? So, alright, let's just finish watching it. So, as you can see, this is a completely peaceful stop. So, as you can see, Michelle asks for a badge number. By the way, this is funny because I actually want to show another video now. Because recently, Michelle did another, an assembly at a Montgomery Police Department. And you know what happened? they refused. They absolutely refused to identify themselves. They refused to state their badge numbers. They refused to state their last names. It's pretty funny. It's like we're watching a right video. He's not reading chat. Sorry, right source. I just want to be clear. I just want to like explain it. I typed like 120. Good for you, Eden. I need to practice more. I need to practice more typing, definitely. Yeah. All right. Let me. I think at one point I hit 100. I don't know why I'm so slow these days. Okay. Let me just go back to the topic at hand. So let me just show you real quick another video where they refuse to identify completely. Imagine this, right? Imagine you're trying to hold a cop accountable, or you're trying to appeal a charge, and the cop just goes, I'm not even gonna identify it to you. I'm not even gonna tell you who I am. I guess you could say that this is an in-character issue. I guess, but they said that there was a law that they don't have to identify, and I'm pretty sure like every United States... Okay, are cops required to identify themselves? I'm pretty sure in every state of United States... every state of the United States is pretty sure. Maybe I'm mistaken. Well, because I had this hunch. Police officers are required to display and provide the identification request except when they aren't. Except when they aren't. Okay, so there looks like there are cases when they are not. Other than civil liability, after civil rights lawsuit, almost all police activities governed by their own policies. Yeah, okay, that's cool. But isn't there like any court exception? A police not required to immediately identify. Okay, well that makes sense. But if they are in the area and they outright refuse to identify, they're still required to identify. So this is what I found. This is not necessarily a scholar article or whatever, but this thumbnail, this style is as usual pretty clickbaity, because it implies, ooh, maybe they can decide to not identify. Well, kind of, but it says exception: employees are not required to identify immediately. This is a typical policy found in the Seattle Police Department. So this is a very interesting topic. Should police even identify? But that's not the topic of this video or this live stream in particular. By the way, if you guys want to talk to me, about this topic, should you know, in-character statements, in-character testimonies be considered? Okay, I think I got this all like wrapped up a little bit. Too confusing for you because you don't have all of the context. I have all the context in my head. I experienced it. I lived through it, and because of that, I expect you to understand everything, and that's just clearly not gonna happen because you don't have the context. So I just need to focus right now on providing you the context. Okay, that's the important thing right now. Okay. Also, let's check if anybody wants. Okay. So again, if you want an interview, you can go to Roleplay Union Discord and join the Waiting for Interview channel. I believe I opened it up. Let me just double check. Oh, I didn't. My bad. Okay, now I open it up. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, sorry. These streams don't always go as planned. They never go as planned. Okay. Okay, let's go back to let's forget about all the identifying nonsense. Okay, we don't care if he needs to identify or not. We'll care about that some other time. Let's focus on the case at hand. So again, let's go back to the case at hand. What we have here, right, is the whole situation. So Michelle says, I don't believe I failed to stop. I just need your badge number, I just need your name. I'm convinced that I didn't run any stop signs. Yeah, that's in character. And again, if you're not familiar with roleplay and for some reason I'm watching this, in character I see is everything that happens in your character's life, okay? Out of character is everything else, okay? So, as you can see, nothing in particular happens. He gives her a ticket for failure to yield, okay? Failure to yield. This is also very important, because that ultimately becomes the defense. But I don't wanna be too dramatic about that. Yeah, I don't wanna spoil anything. You guys are gonna love this. So let's let me show you the court case. These in the comments says live stream to watch video. No, it's even worse. This is a live stream to watch a court case, okay? Not even a real court case, a fictional court case for a fictional character. So get prepared. Alright, let's get this going. Woo! Court cases, guys! Court cases! Woo, gotta love some court cases these days. Remember when I said I wanted to make these shows more entertaining? Whatever, forget it. Alright, so, again, I'm just trying to put you in my shoes. I'm just trying to see if I can even appeal a ticket. Like, if Michelle can even appeal a ticket. If my character, Michelle Jefferson, can appeal a ticket. So, first of all, I'm gonna show you, like, I'll make a video about how crazy it was even figuring out where it was, but that's more of my incompetence, not really... it's more of a funny story, it's not really relevant to this specifically. But, and as you know, we don't really do anything fun on Roleplay. Count 1. Failure to yield a stop sign. So, I wrote this whole thing. I got, basically, if you want to appeal a ticket on Red County Roleplay, you go to Red County Forums, and you go to courts. There you go, government, in character-wise. CIC stands for in character-wise, and you go to, I believe, the judicial branch. Judicial branch, right? So under judicial branch. Then you go to courts, okay? And then you go to Court of Appeals, I'm pretty sure. Is it Court of Appeals or Trial Court? I guess it's Trial Court, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's complicated. I don't even understand it. But yeah, over here you have the format, and you just copy all of this. Okay, you copy it, then you post a new thread, and you paste it, and then you fill in all of the details. That's what I did. Okay, so let's go back to it. Let's see what I wrote initially. So, the state of San Andreas, plaintiff versus Michelle Jefferson, defendant. Now, the first thing I want to point out, okay, and I think to illustrate this, I think I need to. I hope you appreciate the thumbnail, by the way. I think what I need to do is illustrate this somehow. So what I'm gonna do, okay, is I'm gonna draw a line here. Okay, this line will separate the real life court system, or at least my best interpretation of the real life court system, real life, versus video game or roleplay. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here? First of all, okay, in real life, it's the cop that charges you. Cops charge you with crime. Or otherwise, not cops charge you with crime, but cops go to court, take you to court, okay? Cops take you to court. In roleplay, you take police to court, okay? And what I mean by this is that in real life, in order to get charged with a crime, a police officer can put you in jail temporarily, but eventually they have to decide what can they prove that you actually did. They actually need, cops need physical evidence to present to court to prove your guilt. Okay, that's the important factor. In roleplay, just take you to jail, set the charge, don't post any, they don't even need to record any physical evidence, and that's it. Okay, cops take you to jail, and that's it.